20.
You can tell us where we are and what we're doing today.
Oh, well, you need to put me on the world map before I can do that.
Okay.
Wacky Fluir. It's not low. Okay, now it's loaded. We are on the 2nd of August.
The second week of August.
No, second week of August.
On the second day of the second week.
Why would you say that? Jesus Christ.
Because it is the second day of the second week.
Yeah, but why not just say the day number?
It's day 9 of August.
Day 9. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so it's day 9 of August. Me and Ruben just got back from killing bandits, or some time ago. Actually, no, me and Ruben just got back from chatting with centaurs and politicking with the Hunters Guild. Getting kind of bothered by their bureaucratic processes, where something that seems like a simple thing to do is for some reason taking like weeks. So Usmar having trouble selling away his stolen goods, I guess, that are not really stolen, but they have been stolen at some point in time. Finds himself once again chatting with guild members and getting a contact named Farah the Landlord, I think.
Farah, yeah.
Farah the Landlord, who I need to go meet in Port Bream to hopefully sell off some merchandise that isn't easily unloaded in civil shops. Me and Ruben agreed to split off. I say that I do some that I need to do some studying and party financing, and Ruben said that he'd go soul searching. I think was that his reason. He
Give
didn't have a
me
very.
maybe that's like a good point to start. Like you were kind of in this position. I go to Port Bream and I sell this fucking stuff, angry with the unnecessary stiffness of the military guild. And
Or maybe guilds in general. It seems to be
guilds in
like
general,
yeah.
fucking guilds. And maybe you kind of missed what Ruven was going to do. Like he didn't complain about the fact that you leave, but do you really know what happened with him? What did you just say? All right, so I have to go to Port Bream and then I go spell learning. Let's meet again in the middle of September. I'll be in Terrega if you want to meet me before. Just come and join me. It's fine, or go
Yeah,
hang out in the
something like
forest.
something like that. But I feel like at this point Osmar wouldn't be at least that cold towards Ruben. At least said it with like a nicer tone, but like yeah, essentially that's the message.
Yeah. So give me like a charisma check to see if you picked up what's going on with Ruven before you left, or if you just missed it.
I did get it maybe if
You
there's
did
no
get it, huh?
modifiers.
Yeah. So you have the idea in your head that he is like soul searching. He needs to do something on his own. Some trouble with his path. The other two of the party just left. Weird shit going on. He seems to be kind of lost, and maybe you also thought it's a good point in time. You have to do something on your own, and you think he would profit from doing stuff on his own.
Yeah, it's for a wizard, I've been doing a lot more fighting than wizarding. It's probably about time that I sit down for a month and put my head inside some books. So yeah, but before that, before any studying gets done, the operation of the party needs to be financed, for which I am heading to Port Bream.
All right. And you had to Port Bream with the caravan, is this correct?
No, I left the same day with my horses because I can make it in half a day. It's 24 and then times 1.5, 36
Okay.
movement rate. So this takes me
So
like a
you just
half a
happen to
day.
be leaving at the same day as the caravan, but you don't travel with the caravan.
Mm, I feel like the
Or did they
caravan
left
wasn't
before
even.
you and then you leave and you will pass them on the way? That was where we
Oh, sure.
ended up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you had to Port Bream and arrive in Port Bream late afternoon.
Yep.
And yeah.
I try to make it to the honey pot
Mm-hmm.
to get my horses set up in a stable.
Yeah. No problem.
And I pay the gold if I can open my sheet. Oh wait, I need to have it on this screen because otherwise it gets fucked. I pay the gold. I I go into my room. Um and I change once again into my commoner's clothing
All right.
to fit in. I guess in case some memory happens. Um, yeah, I move my compass into my satchel, and then I leave my backpack and quarterstaff behind.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I move the Luke's ring as well since it's pretty light.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wander the streets towards or I guess I ask the tavern keep for the location of a cheaper tavern, and then I start to wander that way.
Uh, he seems to be kind of weirded out why you would ask him, but then gives you like, well, probably somewhere around the port city.
Okay. Um, actually, I go back into my room real quick, and I cast an invis on the metal shard,
Mm-hmm.
so that it's kind of like toggleable instead of like once turned off, then it's fucked. So I burn my invis onto the metal shard,
Okay.
and I not holding it. I just put it in my pocket in one of my pouches. I
Mm-hmm.
head out, and as I'm walking towards this tavern, Port Bream is at least known as like a city with a lot of crime. I try to not like overtly like turning my entire body or not even my head, but I'm kind of like throwing glances to the sides, and I want to kind of get an idea of like if like these kind of like stereotypical shady alleys exist, and if so, how populated are they?
Uh, I mean, as you head towards the seaside, towards the port, the overall quality of the building seems to deteriorate, and you're like in a cheaper part of town from where the honeypot is, which is like in the middle of the fine part of the city. Mm,
Mm.
there's still a lot of people going around. Um, I don't think you find any uh, shady alleyways or something like this.
Okay.
You will at some point find the crusty crustacean, which is
The
like
crusty what?
a crusty crustacean.
Crustacean?
Yeah,
Okay. I head into the crusty crustacean.
yeah. It's like a cheap, cheap tavern where like a lot of sailors and day laborers go to drink. Um,
Mm.
Nobody even looks up from there. Nobody even pays attention to you entering.
Okay. Oh, I guess I should have asked this earlier, but the person in Low Bay who sent me or who gave me the name Farah, did this person look like a higher up? Like, did it look like their hair was well kept and their clothing was clean, or did they seem like a average Joe kind of?
They seem to be. How they put this? Definitely not one of the foot soldiers of the guild.
Okay.
Not like fancy clothing or anything, but the clothing was clean, so probably if any has a desk job, does something.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah. That's enough. I don't need to know. Yeah, that's sufficient information. And they told me that I can just go chat up a random dude leaning against walls. So I kind of, as you said, that no one's really paying attention to me. Maybe I was considering earlier that I need to make like a bigger facade of some sort of image of like create like a character, but seeing that no one's really paying attention, and this person earlier told me that I can pretty much just talk to some dude. I try to look for these um, guild emblem less people, maybe leaning against walls or sitting in chairs with others, maybe gambling or something like that.
There's a bunch of people in here. You barely see any guild emblems. If any, you see something that is the Sailors Fishers Guild, but only rare.
Okay.
Most of these people seem to be commoners.
Okay.
Do you sit down somewhere, or are you still looking around?
Yeah, I'll sit down for some nearby spot.
Yeah, you look for a open space to sit. There's like a table somewhere deeper into the tavern. There's nobody sitting there at the moment. As you get there, it's kind of everything's kind of sticky here. So
Yeah.
you sit down. A few moments later, one of the bar wenches arrives and looks at you expectantly as
I just put up one finger and say 1 ale, please.
she nods, turns around.
And I look around a little bit unsure now, because of the amount of people that I could potentially talk to. I think that I need to have at least some like plausible deniability here. I'll try to I'll try with like a couple of people if the first person doesn't work, but I'll try to like start with some small talk and then say that like and then bring about like God, I've been working the fields in Tarrega for a long time and it's really not suited for me. Plus, I'm way too young to have like a wife and kids, and I got myself into a bit of a mess, and I just want to leave that life behind. Um, Traveled a long way to Port Bream, you know. It's not as bad of a city as the folk in Tarrega say. It actually seems quite nice. Where like one would go about finding an apartment here, maybe start a new life. This is kind of like the story that I go around telling
All right.
people. See if someone points me towards this landlord.
The first person you like kind of try to talk to looks at you. Give me a perception check. Yeah.
12.
Right. Looks at you and then says, "Well, looking for a place to stay? Well, you can probably try your luck with Farah. She rents out cheap apartments.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Where is this Farah person?
Just head down to the military part of town, past the barracks. Ask any person standing around somewhere. They will point you in the right direction.
I give her like a concerning nod, like yes, this is very good. And then I go pay off my tab, my 1 ale tab, which is like what, 5 copper?
3 copper. And you already paid it when you got the drink.
Yeah. So yeah, I probably leave the drink like pretty full. I maybe drink like 1/4, if that, and then I just head out. As it's pretty crowded, no one was really paying attention. I don't really care too much. I just head out and go search for this Farah lady, or go to the military guild area and ask for Farah.
Yeah, you have.
I'll go to like the military guild area's tavern keep if there is one, and ask for Farah from the tavern keep.
Well, you get into the part of town where the barracks are, and there's people around. Do you want to look for a tavern, or do you ask random people on the street?
I'll look around for a tavern.
Alright. You look around for the tavern.
Or I'll actually ask. I'll ask a random person on the street if there's a tavern somewhere here.
Random person on the street points to like, yeah, down the street and the second on the left, and then take the first right, and then there's the whatever. Don't know the name of it.
But it wasn't the crustacean.
No.
Okay. And they weren't pointing me back to like the honeypot.
No.
Okay. I follow his directions.
Yeah. You arrive at another cheap tavern. As you go inside, you see a bunch of people with military guild emblems on them.
Does this place look as crowded as the previous place?
This late in the day, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Also, there's like larger tables and a lot of people on tables.
Well, when I walked in, was there like a lot of heads turning my way?
No.
Okay. Do I see like a quote unquote shady guy?
I mean, this is a bunch of military people who are starting to become drunk. Everybody seems to be kind of shady.
Do I see anyone without a guild emblem?
The barkeeper.
Okay, I just go to the barkeeper then.
Alright.
And ask for Farah.
He looks you up and down and says, "Commoner in this place. Rare sight. Oh, Farah, I think her office should be... if you head outside, then turn left, and then the next right, and then you will see a large stone building at the end of this road, and then take one left, and then it's second, third entrance. There's a bunch of goons outside, so the place where 2 people with weapons in the front are standing guard. That's where I would look."
I give him a thumbs up. Thank you, and I tip him a single copper piece for the information.
Okay. Do you have a charisma just?
I'm not sure what that is. My charisma is 12.
Probably not. Zero. Yeah, a reaction just, sorry. He looks at you kind of weirded out about a copper piece, but doesn't really say anything.
Yep, I leave.
You leave. You head to the left, next right, down the street, big large stone building, left, and then you see, I mean, there's a bunch of people on the roads at this point. Clearly a group of 2 people standing outside of a building. One of them you will recognize. It's a half-orc with a spear.
Oh, it's Jorman?
Yes.
okay, that takes Usmar back a little bit. Then he walks away a little bit to like catch his breath. Like, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Um, and then thinks about it, and it's probably fine. I don't think I don't think Jorman would have reported anything bad. I was pretty respectful about um, letting him keep his secrets and stuff. I mean, there was the one time when I was reading his journal when he was asleep, but he was asleep. Um, and I'm kind of on the same side now, so I rationalize it. I'm not gonna come all the way here for nothing. Turn around now that I see a familiar face. So I walk up, I straighten my posture, and I probably greet Jorman by his name. Like, Jorman, long time no see. Kind of
He
wondering where.
Yeah, he turns
Like,
around,
oh,
looks at you, and says, "Hi, Usma. Great to see you. Hope you're doing.
uh,
How are you doing?"
well, life's taken a couple of turns here. Uh, I'd be keen on talking to Farah. I should be this way, right?
Yeah, boss is inside.
Can I go?
Did you
Talk?
did you do you have problems?
No, I don't have any problems. I'm just probably gonna rent an apartment here.
He looks at you and kind of looks at the other guy standing on the other side of the door and then looks back at you and says, "Do you really want to rent an apartment here?"
Yeah, I got kind of down on my luck. I kind of want to like get away from the other cities and just kind of lay low for a while.
He gets like closer to you and then says, I really wouldn't recommend you rent an apartment here."
I appreciate your concern, Jordan. Um, I would really like to talk to Farah.
Well,
Um,
it's your choice. He knocks at the door and the door opens. Another guy looks out and then he says, "My friend here wants to talk with Farah." And the other guy says, "Yeah, fine." Uh, he waves you inside.
I walk inside.
You walk inside. There's a big desk. Behind the desk sits a woman who looks up at you, like from her books, and says, "What do you need?"
Farah, I presume.
"That's my name. Landlord is
Um,
my occupation."
is there a room that me and her are in empty now?
"No, there's a few
How many
people in
people?
here."
Okay. Um, but if they're kept in Farah's thing, and it's guarded by what I presume to be guild members, um, I'm pretty confident. I walk up and I say, truth be told, I'm not looking to rent. I've come across some merchandise of a guild, not yours, a different one, which I've had some trouble getting rid of through normal markets in Low Bay. I was messaged by some of your compatriots, and soon afterwards had a talk. They said that if I wanted to offload my merchandise, I could get a better price from you than the Low Bay City Sheriff.
As you say, Low Bay City Sheriff, she like raises one of her eyebrows and then says, "Well, well, well. Stealing some stuff that you're not supposed to steal?"
Absolutely not. But I
"That's
did
what
come
I'd like to
across
hear."
but I did come across some merchandise.
"So, what are we talking about?"
We're talking about a few less than a dozen pieces to protect one's chest and legs and a plate. Like a big plate that you would hold in your arm.
"Military grade equipment?"
Yeah, some would say. I mean, I would definitely call it military grade. It's super fine quality.
I see. Well, you've come to the right place, I guess. I'm also into buying and selling interesting items. Do you have anything on you to like show me the type of quality we're talking about?
Not per se, but well, kind of. I reach into my satchel and I pull out Luke's silver ring, and I put it on her desk. There was a trading caravan that got raided by a group of bandits not long ago, and this was one of the bandit leaders' rings. So the equipment that they had taken has now fallen into my hands. So I don't have any pieces with me right now, right here, but I presume this is enough of a proof of its origin. I have the equipment here in the city, but not on me right now.
She looks at the ring. You get the you get a clear impression that she recognizes the ring. Like she seems to understand the significance of it. And says, "Well, you're not one to mess with, huh?"
Yep, something like that.
All right. Seems like you can move the stuff pretty easily. How about you bring it back to me? We go over it, and then I can give you like an estimate on the price that I would be willing to pay for it.
Can you give me an estimate now before I go retrieve it? Assuming that it's expected quality, military grade, a bit less than a dozen. How about, and I throw out like 60% of the price of like MSRP.
Yeah, she like considers the price that you're throwing in her direction. Gives like some calculations on a piece of paper in front of her. Then says, it's gonna be kind of hard to sell the stuff, so I think the price is okay, but I will have to give it like a service fee. Like, I'm gonna have to keep this for a few weeks if I can. So your price minus 30 gold pieces.
Sure.
If it's the quality you're talking about.
Yep, if it's not, then, well, then I wouldn't be here.
She smiles and kind of gives you like a slight chuckle. True words.
Okay. The equipment is currently loaded on a animal. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the customs of this city. Can I just walk a horse here?
Sure. Nobody really cares.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time, and I thank you for your business. Hopefully the deal works out.
She like nods and waves you goodbye.
Yep, I leave, and I go get the horse and go back.
All right. How paranoid are you at the moment?
I'm pretty. It might be that they're like lying to like soothe my ego or to like trick me in, But I don't think Usmar would think of that. I feel like Usmar feels like everything's going pretty much according to plan right now. Um, I took some precautions, and I'm feeling pretty confident in them.
Okay. Then you head
Life
back
is
to the honeypot, grab the horse, and walk it back to her place.
Yep. Actually, before I leave the honeypot, I just double check that all the gear is still on the horse.
Yep.
Okay, and then I walk it.
Alright. How paranoid are you as you're walking back through the city?
Oh. All right. Let me think. Um, well, she said it would be fine. I guess once I start leaving like the honeypot, like nicer district, and I'm walking a horse, I want to see if like a lot of people are like turning over to look at me. Maybe I'll get a little bit paranoid.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
But if not, then I'm just chilling. 22.
At some point, you see, like, on the other side of the street, like, looking at you, like, kind of intensely looking at you, a smallish woman. But then, like, somebody crosses your path, and as you look next time, you can't see her anymore.
Okay. Well, I guess I get a little bit worried, but I calm myself with the knowledge of having the invisibility rock on me
Mm-hmm.
and having Wraith form prepared.
Okay.
So I'm kind of I take a couple of deep breaths and say to myself, not aloud, that I knew what the risks were when going into this. I shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be like running away now.
Alright. You head back to Farah's office. You can get back inside. Like, people help you unload your merchandise, get it inside. She has like 2 people look over it. They will confirm the quality and quote unquote origin of the items, and you can make your transaction for the price that has been agreed on.
Nice. Before trading gold, I ask her. You said that you sell. Also, besides buying merchandise, you also sell stuff. Do you think there's anything in particular that I'd be interesting that you're selling? Or is it mainly other people of your profession who benefits?
I'm more in the type of person you can ask for things, and I can tell you if I have them. Less, or if I can get my hands on them. Less the type of person you can go shopping at.
Okay. Well,
Is there anything specific you have in mind?
currently no. Though I would very much be curious on uh, on chatting with the project lead for the Low Bay estate. I've heard that you guys are running a bit of a project there, and I might be able to provide some insights.
She looks at you, like trying to understand what you're saying, and says, "The project lead."
Um, well, if it's not of your concern, then I suppose it should be handled by other departments.
I have nothing to do with what goes on in Lubei.
Okay, well, I won't waste your time with that then.
If you need a message delivered, I might be able to help you out for a price, but other than this.
No, I'm not exactly sure who I'd be messaging. But I appreciate the offer, of course.
Alright.
Okay. Let me just do some calculations.
Quick math.
Yeah, so we had 11 armors, and then I'm getting a 60% price for this, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this not working? Oh, right, because I'm using dumbass finish Excel. So this is, and then minus 30 gold. But there's still the Aspis shields, which we have 10. Wait, what? Oh, that's their weight. What is Aspis shield here?
Don't
Shield
you have like
Aspis.
all the shit calculated in the right side already?
Do I have it calculated?
I mean, you have sum divided by 2, you can just do sum divided by...
Wait, where do I have it? Oh, on the donkey sheet?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So sum times 0.6. 38, and then minus 30 is 558.
Mm-hmm.
558 GP. And I assume it goes through?
Yep.
This plus 558. 775. Okay, that's pretty big money. And that includes the 30 gold fee. And I say pleasure doing business. Well, hopefully we'll be meeting sometime again. Maybe if I come across other merchandise that you specialize in trading.
She like smiles at you and says, I specialize in trading all interesting things.
Well, yes, but everything I come across isn't interesting.
That's in the eye of the beholder, I guess, but if you find something that you have a hard time getting rid of, and you didn't already try to get rid of in the tower, come and meet me.
Of course. I smile and give a head bow and leave.
Alright. It's like really late by now.
Yep.
It's
I
dark.
try to get back to the honey pot.
Give me a second perception check.
Man, having two monitors is really hard. 14.
Yeah. Alright. You head back to the honeypot.
Then I go to my room and I check my satchel if I'm missing anything.
No. Everything that you expect to be there is there.
And my backpack is here.
Yes.
And my quarterstaff is here.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. Oh, great. Fantastic. I guess when going to sleep, the thought crosses my mind of, okay, am I gonna die now?
You've been visited in a honeypot look-alike once before.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night. By a spooky creature.
Yeah, but I feel like I haven't wronged anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just close the door and I go to sleep. I moved all the money on the horses, but I'm probably holding on to most of that now myself.
Okay.
So let's say that I'm holding on. Well, no, I have a backpack, but I wanted to like jingle a fuck ton. But I'd rather have a jingling backpack than a jingling horse. So I'll change so that it shows. I'm taking I think 400 gold on my person.
All right. So far, your stuff has never been stolen.
Yep, so far.
So far, yeah. All right. You go to sleep, I guess.
Yep.
Um,
Why am I not waking up yet? What are you doing?
there might be somebody interested in talking with you. Might not be. Who knows? World is kind of weird sometimes. Hmm. Give me an 80-20.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Nah. You wake up. It's the next morning.
Nice. I was did I see the bounty office in the same like shitty area of the town?
No, the bounty office is somewhere else.
Okay, I asked the honeypot innkeep for the where the local bounty office is.
You know where it is. You have been there before.
Oh, okay. Well, is it in like a nice area of town?
It's like somewhere like at the entrance of town, like
Okay,
going to the
so
marketplace.
I take my horses. Actually, no, wait. Let's in the morning I prepare an invis and cast it into the rock again.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't prepare a second one. I want to save the 20 minutes.
In the morning, as you touch the rock, you turn invisible. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Right, true. Okay. So I don't prepare anything. I just go to the bounty office with all my shit, and I ask for news of bandits just in case.
News of bandits. What would they know?
I don't want to be ambushed on the road.
There is.
Also, there's a town missing on my map now. I think you placed it somewhere here. Like, was it Nale?
Oh yeah, it's missing. Interesting. When did I?
It was nuked.
Was nuked. Yeah. Where did it go?
It just is it. Bandits raided hard.
I think I just like deleted it from this map. Okay.
Red Rachel got third level spells and fireballed the entire thing 3 times.
Maybe. Objects. Oh no, it's not a map.
Yeah, there's some really good ambient sounds. Nothing. I really like the ambient sounds. That's all.
The Mighty Moose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It's adding to the vibe. Nice.
There.
Oh, also, I was watching the Ruben thing, and since he said it's canon, Ruben has the map. I don't have the map, so I'm training my cartography proficiency now. I bought some. I guess I didn't buy any paper yet, but once I make it to Tarig, I'm gonna buy a paper and start like building like a second map.
Alright.
I just do it like a little bit, like kind of like some light reading in the evening.
Okay.
Some light map building.
Sounds great. So Nodi is back on the map, and you can talk with the. You wanted to talk with the bounty guy, right?
Yep, I just asked for updates.
The last info that they have is some stuff going on like southeast of Torrega, some towns over there.
Southeast.
that's northeast. That's fine.
Uh,
And then apparently Monday evening, Kanti has been under fire
where's Conti?
north of the Dark Forest,
Okay.
like here somewhere.
Okay. So for today, I could either in one day make it like to like midway,
Mm-hmm.
or I could this is 24, so 48. I could like push it to Nolly.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I make it to midway, it's one more day to Burgos, and then one more day here. From Nolly,
Mm-hmm.
it's one more day to Tarrega.
Mm-hmm.
And since they were located here and here, I'm just gonna go to Nolly, push it to Nolly, and then go to
I mean,
Tarrega.
you kind of assume that there's only one bandit pack left, right?
Oh yeah.
So the stuff going on southeast was last week, end of
Okay.
like mid of last week. That's like say like South Bonton and
What day is it
no,
today?
that's Luke. Today is Wednesday.
Okay, and Monday they were here.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think I still go to Nolly just because it's shorter. And then once I make it to Nolly, I'll tell the sheriff to wake me up. I'll tell him where I'm staying and wake me up if bandits attack.
All right. Also, oh no, this is going on even weeks. So, the the guarded caravan would leave on tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Then you can head out and ride
I ride to Nolly.
to Nali. All right. You're going into the wilderness, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
There you go. Sheesh.
It's a good roll. You see like some random animals in the distance. Nothing particularly interesting. Got stuck at some point. It takes you you have to push through the day to get to Noli, so it takes until after dark until you arrive.
Yeah.
But you arrive in Noli in the evening.
Nice. I try to go get a tavern as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I set my horses there.
Yep. You've been here before. You know the town. Weather's kind of shitty today, so you're wet.
Okay. And then I inform the sheriff to wake me up if something happens.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then I eat and go to sleep as early as possible.
All right. You go to sleep. Nothing interesting happens next day. And you can make your way to Torrega.
Yep.
Give me a perception check for this travel day. Let's see if you run into something.
Jeez, what's happened? Some time ago, I was like never succeeding on perception checks, but now I'm always succeeding.
Well, you rolled 5 today and you passed 3.
What? I feel like I passed 4. Did I fail 2?
You failed 2, yeah.
No.
You see in the distance at some point a largish boar.
Okay, in the distance, meaning that pretty far away.
Out of charging distance.
Yeah, I try to avoid it.
Alright. Nothing particularly interesting that you see. Then you arrive in a farming part of the outskirts of Torrega. I guess that bunch of farms outside of Torrega. And so their civilization spans quite a large distance out of Torrega. So
Yep.
Nothing else of interest will happen here. Unless Toriga is on fire, which it seems from the distance that it's not.
Maybe it's on fire, but there's an illusion to make it seem that it's not.
True. Could be, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And you head into Toriga and arrive
Nice.
at the end of the day, because this is also like, yeah.
Okay, I think for day one, if I'm arriving in the evening, I'm gonna go just to the honeypot instead of to Reynard's and get myself cleaned and stuff.
Alright. You got yourself cleaned up. You fork over 1 gold piece. Also 2 silver pieces for yesterday.
Yep, I just removed 2 gold pieces. Maybe I shouldn't be this dumb.
And you can go to sleep in the honeypot.
Yep.
It was also a bit rainy today, so you are still wet. You can.
But I cleaned myself.
Yeah, you clean yourself. You take a bath. Take the nice bath
I have.
robe.
Yeah, I have the honeypot people wash my clothes.
Yeah.
Assuming that's a thing.
No, you just throw them into the. You wash them yourself, but you can hang them up.
Okay. Okay. I do that.
Alright. And you are 2 days earlier in Toriga than we estimated.
Nice.
Nice. But you would know that at the end of this week, this is like the longest day of the year.
It's Midsommar.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there is a celebration specifically in Toriga, because Toriga is like the farming town, and this is the day where they kind of switch from it's time to work on the fields to get stuff growing to it's time to work on the fields to bring stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the end of a farming season.
Good. I haven't talked halfling in like a couple of 3 months now. 4 months.
Probably, yeah.
My halfling might be getting rusty, so I'm excited to celebrate.
Yeah, at least 3 months, probably more than 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the honeypot, you go to sleep, you wake up next day. It's Friday, weather is still kind of meh. Light rain.
Yeah, I take my horses to. Do I leave them at the honeypot, or do I take them to the stables, which is like the standard thing to do?
If you don't have a place to keep them yourself, you bring them to the stables. If you leave them for a longer town, because honeypot is expensive.
Yeah, so I take the horses to the stables, unload the money onto my shit, so that I'm not leaving a bunch of money in horse stables. Okay, there's some stuff on the horse, but just imagine that that's in the Tarega sheet right now.
Okay.
Or the only accessible in Tarega.
Alright.
And when's the last time I left Tarega now?
You have been in Toriga the last time.
Wasn't too long ago, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Bit more than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh wait, but I wasn't level 5 then yet, right?
Yes.
Yes, I was, or yes, I wasn't.
Yes, you wasn't. You got level 5 after the fight with Luke.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Can I take a small pee break here?
Yes, we can.
be right back. Toilet.
Alright, be right back. Windows.
I am back. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. What the fuck? So if there's anyone watching the stream right now, I just want to let you guys know that I had sex with your mom. Ooh, get roasted. Wait, boiling tea, so it's gonna right now. Okay, I'm a tea haver now. Why are you having coffee this late? Nice. Coffee. Mm-hmm. Nice. Wait, why would someone get insulted by me?
Because apparently you wanted to have sex with their moms. Or boasted about having had sex with their moms.
Yeah, but that's not insulting. That's complimenting.
Well, then you have to say it in a complimenting way and not in an insulting way.
Okay. I'll do that next time.
Okay. Alright. Back to the important things at hand. It's time for spell learning.
Well, I want to go. I want to go meet Reynard in the morning and offer to make him tea if he hasn't already this morning.
Do you stay for
I mean
breakfast
coffee,
in the
sorry.
honey pot, or do you?
No, I try to rush to Reynard's.
You try to rush to Rena. You don't drink coffee. I think you always
what?
only drank tea.
I thought we drink tea in the evening and coffee in the morning.
Do you?
Well, that's what I thought, but we can say that it's tea always if you want. I'm fine either way.
I think you
Never-
always only talked about tea so far.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever talked about having breakfast with.
Right.
But if you want it to be tea, we can make it tea.
I don't care, but it's probably tea.
Okay, it's tea then.
Alright. It's tea then. You arrive at Reynolds. He's happy to see you. He looks at you like kind of surprised that he sees you again already. And asks you how everything has been doing.
Everything's been great. Everything's been great, but we could talk about this over tea. No, there's no reason to rush the conversation this fast.
Yeah, sure.
And I go, make us tea.
All right. Yeah,
and
you
then
can make tea.
And then I entertain his questions.
All right.
And I excitedly tell him, emphasizing the importance that this is kept a secret because rival adventuring parties get jealous. But I've cracked the third circle of spells.
The student has surpassed the master, I guess, he says, and congratulates you.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It's just, different strengths for different people, right?
Well, I have not been able to get to all third circle of spells myself. Although, to be fair, I'm kind of busy with all the shop stuff.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times when we've had to sell stuff we've got on the things, and my merchant etiquette isn't really up to par, and I feel like even for my spellcasting, there's a lot of stuff that I should hone in on when I'm just out there, you get bad habits and stuff. But I guess it's good because when you have to do stuff, then you get to do stuff. But yeah, I'm just pretty excited. It's probably pretty big, right?
Third circle is kind of the end of the road for a lot of people. Um,
I kind of smile at that. Definitely not for me though.
he gives you a chuckle and then says, "Well, I always knew that you're someone special, and you have like
True.
some nice father-son bonding time here. If you want to,
Nice.
he's proud of you. Um, give me a charisma check. You can read the other
Charisma.
stuff as well.
No wait, it's plus 12. Oh my god. Oh, 31.
31, yeah. Despite him saying that he's like really proud of you and he's like happy that you've gotten so far, you notice that uh, like behind his happiness there's still this sort of um, like he's still kind of afraid that you might die, and he is worrying. Um, like he has kind of mixed feelings still about the whole thing. On the one hand, he wants you to be your own person and get out there and find your path. And on the other hand, I mean, how old are you now? Like 19, 20? What's the age?
I think did I start at 19 or 18? I
I,
started at 19 and I said that my birthday to be 15 days before the session 0 happened. So it's still probably 19.
yeah, so you're 19 years old. You just left home for the first time a few months ago. You're still like, I mean, you're his chosen son, so uh,
Mm.
you can like you can read his emotions. Hey, you've been with this guy for like most of your life. It's hard for
Yeah.
him to hide the things that he tries to hide. You can decide to acknowledge them or let it slide. It's up to
No,
you.
I'm not gonna press them, at least not now.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I guess you will inform him that you will be staying with him for the next few
yeah,
weeks to
yeah,
do some spell learning.
yeah. Study, study, learn, learn. When
Study.
was the celebration? In 5 days or 6 days now?
End of the week,
What day is it now?
Friday.
Oh, in 2 days?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I guess I probably don't start spell learning then before that. Or
I
do
mean,
I?
didn't we like kind of? You fail your first spell anyways, right? So
Yeah.
start spell learning and then you decide, or like on the evening of Sunday, you go out to the festival and you kind of get too drunk, and that's like the reason why you fail the spell.
Yeah, sure. I'll uh I'll prepare spells for the festival. I wanna make I wanna make fun times with enlarge since I can probably I can probably reduce people more than most wizards now.
Fifty
Um,
percent, yeah.
yeah. I'm not gonna go all the I think I'll just reduce like I don't know. Depending on maybe like super late if I get drunk, I'll do a 50% reduce, but earlier on in the days I'll try to keep my power level hidden, so I'll
Mm-hmm.
only reduce 30%.
All right.
But I'll try to like woo crowds with color sprays. I'll
Mm-hmm.
I'll set up like a arm wrestling competition with Rick and Drick
Mm-hmm.
and cast strength on one of them, and then be like, oh, if anybody can beat this guy, uh, you can bet 5 copper pieces or something.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Is there anything you want to do during the celebration other than what you have just described, or?
I want to go help with the cooking. I imagine I've helped with like cooking earlier.
You
And
are busy with spell learning, like.
oh yeah, true. But I think at some point of the day, I'll go help the butcher since I know out of character that I'm gonna fail clairvoyance, but in character I know that the spell component for clairvoyance is pineal gland, so I'm gonna go help like maybe this is even part of learning the spell. No, probably not, but a little bit before the party, I'll go help like the butcher, or maybe during the party, I'm gonna go look for like throwing out like pig pieces, and I'll um like uh cut into the pig's head or pig's brain and try to gather like its pineal gland. Try to do that for like a couple of pigs.
Okay, so you kind of do gruesome stuff on the butcher trash.
Yeah,
I assume you inform the butcher beforehand. You don't like randomly stand in his
yeah,
backyard and dig out his corpses.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, you try to set up your gambling organization. Uh, let's see how well this goes. Ooh, terrible.
Oh no, do I lose money?
Um, you like set up this stuff with the buffed halfling. He's like way too drunk. Even though he's like really strong, he like doesn't have the coordination to do anything
Mm.
and fails miserably. And after like 6 rounds, you give up. So you fail 6 bets. How much did you want to bet on every single one? Is it
I
like
think it's
five
like
copper
five
pieces?
copper pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 silver,
Sure.
and you give up. Smack him over the head and probably leave him to drink.
Yeah. Oh wait, can I roll my 1d? Is it 4 if he's non-classed? What the strength was?
Yeah.
He had 2 extra strength.
He had 2 extra strength, so he had 10. Yeah, okay, that's probably the reason why. Yeah, and then lucky for you, you have left by this point. But sometimes later in the day, he, with his amazing strength and his prowess in whatever, like your halfling friends are kind of like cokeheads, so they get into trouble a bunch. He demolishes one of the food stands.
Average trick moment.
Average trick moment. Maybe if you hadn't buffed him, he wouldn't have felt like encouraged to tell the guy that he usually sells wheat to that he's like super strong now. Who laughed at him and in his drunken, whatever. Unintended consequences.
Or were they?
Who were they? Dun dun dun. Yeah, some stuff happens. I mean, this is like a large fest in a farming town. Shit goes down all the time.
Yeah.
There's probably a bunch of maidens who are no longer maidens after this day, who will ignore the circumstances.
Yeah.
And, well, that's like how this goes.
It's a rowdy night.
Yeah. Do you want to spend more time with them, or it's just like catch up with them, let some small talk in, and then set up the gambling?
I think most of the party I'm probably gonna be spending with them because I know probably from previous like my previous experiences that they tend to be like the life of a party. So at least for the party, I do like all the things that I do, all the spellcasting that I do. I want to do it like with them because I know it's gonna be more fun.
Yeah, like wasn't quite unintended that he demolished a food stand, right?
Yeah.
You kind of played into his inferiority complex, enlarged him, gave him extra strength, and then like he returned to normal size after 25 minutes. And
yeah, maybe I even reduced myself.
Yeah.
To inflate his ego even more.
Alright. They will tell you like some funny stories, including like the one time 2 months ago or something where they like went on to do some illegal donkey racing, And illegal donkey racing means they are riding donkeys with a bunch of their halfling friends, and illegal means nobody gives a fuck, but they call it illegal anyways. And they were like on this trail on the hill, like southwest, and one of their friends and his donkey like disappeared for like they were on this race, and they all arrived at the goal, and one person was missing, and they found him like 6 hours later, stuck in like a crevice, which he then told them that there's like a large cavern down there.
Jesus, where was this? Like near the Lingen?
Between Hillside East and Hillside West, there's like this hill, like this one here.
Oh, sorry, you said south again. I mixed south with north for the second time. So somewhere here.
I think I said south. Yeah, somewhere up there. Like they were having some fun with racing their donkeys, and somebody. The donkey survived but had a broken leg, and they weren't able to get him out of the cave, so they kind of had to put him down.
Oh, the donkey?
The donkey, yeah.
Yeah, but they got the halfling, right?
They got the halfling back out, yeah, because the halfling isn't that heavy,
yeah.
But they didn't get the donkey back out.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have gotten him out, but like, it's a donkey.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay, it's like a donkey with a broken leg. It's not like it's gonna be much use even if you get him out, so it's easier to just yoink him and deal with the consequences of your being stupid.
Yeah, I'll share with them some stories of Reuven being super unaccustomed to like human culture or like normal culture, and acting like a complete weirdo in like normal circumstances. He calls the tavern keep
both
seeker of knowledge.
Yeah. Crazy guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeps in trees.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, you wake up, he's nowhere to see, and then
yeah.
Talks with a cat.
Literally talks with a cat.
Yeah.
And now he has a horse, and he talks to the horse as well.
Yeah.
Insane,
yeah. Alright. Yeah, you share some stories with them, and then I guess it's time for spell learning galore. Is there anything you want to keep updated while you're spell learning?
I think at least once a week. No, I'll do like 2 times a week since spell learning doesn't take literally the entire day. I'll go chat with the bounty office to ask on like bandit movements.
Right.
Just so that I have like a general knowledge throughout the. But I'm probably not gonna act on any of it. I'll go resupply some stuff like that I have, like medic kits or something like that. I'll get some shopping done. I want to also buy a cloak since I don't really have a cloak. I just have my robes. So I want like a cloak, and then I don't know if I need to pay extra, but I want it to have like inside pockets. The purpose is probably gonna be so that I can like. I want the pockets to be situated such that if I have my hands, if I have like the cloak completely over me, and my hands just kind of like dangling down, I can comfortably reach into the pockets, and then a second pair of pockets so that if I have my arms crossed, I can comfortably reach into the pockets with the cloak like covering me fully. The purpose is probably going to be to slip. I don't tell this to the tailor, but the purpose is to put the magic shard thing in there so that's like easily touchable.
All right. So you get a custom cloak made.
Yep.
Fancy or cheap?
Depends what's the difference.
The price of the garment.
Is it made of like a different material?
Do you want it just like a simple, like linen, or do you want it made of silk, or like I don't know what else there is. Like you can get quite expensive decorations.
Wait, I'm trying to find the cloak from the economic sheet. I don't know what the difference is exactly. Well, how much is the cost difference?
common is 20 copper, fancy is 4 gold. A fur
Okay,
cloak
well,
is
I'll
50 gold, a wool cloak is 1.5 gold.
does wool like get is isn't wool pretty good?
I
Or is
think
it,
it's decent for protecting against water, but other than this, I think it's meh.
okay. Well, I don't know. How much was a silk cloak? No, I don't want silk. I wanted linen. I don't want it to look like super. Like the whole point is
Oh
that
wait,
it's
no.
not like
The
super
thing that the
obvious.
first thing I looked for was cape. You want a cloak, right? So it would be a
Yeah.
wool cloak, the cheap one.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want it to be like a special, super
Okay.
special. Like I don't want it to catch anyone's eye.
All right. So you need like a cheap cloak, which you can buy, and then you want to have some stuff done to it, for which you need a, what are they called? A seamstress who will have to work like for a day or so. So it's gonna be like 2.5 gold for the cloak
Okay.
to be made in your likings.
Okay. I removed that. And I assume I'll go pick it up sometime later that week or
Yeah,
something.
whenever. Any else that you want to buy where we have to look if you get it, or just
Mm,
standard stuff?
mm, just stunt stuff, but I want to make sure that I get it updated on my thing. Medical kit. I'll update that now back to 10. And I wonder how much it costs this year. It.
Cloak is heavy though, it weighs 10 pounds, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sure, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Maybe that changes the material that I want to get. Oh, it does weigh. Why does it weigh that much?
Because the cloak is like supposed to protect you against weather.
Oh, I'll get it. I don't know if it's like. When I think of like the shape, I feel like the word that comes to mind is cloak, but maybe I get a cape then.
Do you want like a slightly larger cape?
I want it to be like wait.
So the cloak would be able to close in front of you, and the cape wouldn't be able to close in front of you.
Yeah, I think it's pretty important that it closes in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But the weight is really bad. Um, can I ask for like a linen cloak?
I mean, you can ask for whatever you want. The guy will let you know that the linen cloak won't like protect you against weather.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want something to like kind of cover myself.
Right? You just want to have like some random stuff around you,
Yeah.
which everybody will pick up as random stuff around you.
I don't know. Isn't a cloak like a pretty normal thing?
A cloak that protects you against weather is a pretty normal thing. A cloak that is just there for decoration is kind of weird.
Okay, let me just consider this. 10 pounds is a lot. Um, You'll have the weird cloak then, because I feel like so many things. Like, what is it called? Like what's the chick that went to eat the bear's porridge?
But
There's like a story of a girl that goes to eat porridge and then it's like, oh, this porridge is, or she goes to try beds and like, oh, this bed is too stiff.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah, doesn't she wear like a cloak like that?
I think she was a cape.
Is that considered a cape?
I mean, you can have made whatever you want to have. Like, I'm just
I,
saying,
I,
there's types of clothing that will stick out. You can
I
market
want,
it as like, okay, I'm kind of weird. I'm going to the east, and there's gonna be a lot of sun, and I just want something to protect me from the sun, so that's why I have the cloak.
yeah,
I mean, there's like reasons, but just
yeah,
saying.
I'm gonna get like I don't know if it's called like a cloak or cape, but I want something that's that the Goldilocks chick uses.
And you want something that you can like wrap around you.
Yeah,
So that's shape-wise, that's a cloak, and you want it made from a uh, light material.
yeah.
Okay. So with a light material, though, keep in mind um, you will be able to see from the outside if there's something in the bags.
Oh god, this is getting way. This is way more complicated than I thought it had to be. Okay, let me just think about this. Um. Because that is true now, isn't it? But if I have like if instead of having pockets in the cloak, I have pockets on my robe and then I just have the cloak on top of it, then that's probably better, right?
Yeah.
So I just yeah, so fuck the pockets. I just want like a linen cloak.
Okay. You can get a linen cloak. It's going to cost you. Uh, let's go with the price for a good toga. So 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
And that's gonna weigh 1 pound.
Okay. No, sure.
And the color would be beige, unless you want it to be colored in a different way.
Yeah, beige is fine.
All right. And then you want to have like a custom-made robe.
I already have a robe.
Yeah,
Does my robe have pockets?
not the one you're looking for.
No, like the one that I have equipped.
It has pockets, like has 2 side pockets or something like this,
Yeah.
but not
Isn't
like
that?
the cross arm pockets.
Yeah, but I don't need that because if I'm gonna have like a cloak over me, then I can just put my hands in my normal pockets, right?
Sure.
I can probably even do that without the cloak.
You could, yeah. But then people
Yeah.
would be able to see that your hands are in your pockets,
Yeah.
which for a wizard is a bad sign.
Yeah.
With the cloak over you, they can't see where your hands are, which for a wizard is a bad sign. But
Yeah.
they also wouldn't instantly know that you are a wizard
Yeah.
because they can't see your robe.
Yeah. Oh, is is wearing a cloak the first step to breaking the non-aggression principle? Am I the first one
Um,
to act violently by wearing a cloak?
mm, People might ask you to show your hands,
Okay, that's fine.
and if you don't, then you're breaking the non-aggression pact. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Or like you have your hands out and then you put your hands inside, close your cloak, people will be looking at you.
Yeah, but if I just have my
This
cloak
guy,
already closed.
yeah. Then you're exactly as frightening as any other person with a closed cloak,
Yeah, that's true.
which is depending on what people think you're trying to do, either bad or not so bad.
Yeah, I'll I'll try to get I'll try to pitch to Ruben the idea of a cloak so that it can just be like, oh, those are just the cloak adventures, and nobody thinks about it any more than that.
The cloakers. It's the fucking cloakers again. Awesome.
Cloakers,
What
amen.
are they up to? Nothing
Yeah.
good, I guess.
When we get the new guy, then will be 3 cloakers.
3 cloakers. Alright. 3 cloakers on 3 horses. And you need cloaks for your horses.
True.
Like large horse blankets that you put over them. It just
Yeah.
holds for the eyes, nothing else.
Okay, we need to relax now.
A shady crew. Okay, so we are onto spell learning. You got your shopping done. and we head into a training montage with you learning spells. You fail clairvoyance, you learn ESP, you learn lightning bolt, you learn inflammation, you learn knock, you learn suggestion, you learn detect invisibility, dispel magic, and then you finally manage to fail minor gateway. But before we get there, you head out to get like some information about bandit movement, right? So the next week, you hear that the bandits are getting Teffington, then Lynx, then Forston over to Lakeside. So
Wait,
like
Teffington,
range,
then
they going like from here, then Lynx is here, Forston, Lakeside.
Jesus Christ.
What is this supposed to mean? Oh, okay, this is nothing for you.
Oh, during some, well, I guess I'll let you do this.
After Lakeside, they like attack somewhere like John Meadow. Then the next thing you hear is quite a while later.
There's at some point, probably after like first couple of spells, or maybe this would be at the end point. This is something that I'm gonna do once I've learned Lightning Bolt.
Once you learn Lightning Bolt, which is after 14 days. Let's see, where did we start? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At this point, you have just heard that the bandits were in John Meadow 2 days ago.
Okay, I wanna this evening when I'm having what's the thing after dinner? I don't think there's an English term for it.
Supper.
Is
After
it?
dinner. No, dinner is like the last meal.
Yeah, but it's like kind of like breakfast, but for like before going to sleep. I don't know if this is like an only Finnish thing. Do other countries have this?
That sounds like a Finnish thing. You mean like a late night snack or something?
No, it's not like a late night. It's like literally breakfast, but instead of after waking up, it's just before going to sleep.
Nobody does that. It's a stupid idea.
No, that's okay. Well, I'll do it after supper then, because assuming that Asturias culture also doesn't have iltapala.
We definitely don't have that, no.
I'll like post a dinner tea. I'll ask Reynard for some guidance. I'll share that the party that we originally were set to venture east with has more or less disbanded now, with Wiglaf going on his own journey, which is very uncertain, and Corfin had some family issues that he needs to take care of now. And our mission is kind of uncertain now. And as I grow stronger, I feel more of a responsibility for the people here in Terega. So, like, for instance, like the bandits, like, I feel like we're probably the best to take care of them. When I say we, I mean me and Ruben. The elf hasn't left yet. But there's also a part of me that really wants to go east already. There's like the discoveries are like kind of the reason why I left off in the first place, and well, we still haven't even headed that way. I really don't know what to do. Kind of at a crossroads of options here. And I was looking for maybe some advice.
That's quite the predicament you're in here. I guess as it comes to your plans to head eastwards, then you think you should try to get into contact with the Royal Council and see if they have someone else to tag along, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking that I should at least inform them of the party's disbandment, so I'm probably gonna go have a trip towards Barrios sometime soon. But
As it comes to the other thing, my son, the bandits, they come and go. They have been a nuisance around here for quite a while now. They have been before. I think this land has a us transmuters, we like to change things from one thing to another.
mm,
Despite their annoyingness, the bandits also are a agent of change in some way. They make sure that not everything stays the same all the time. Obviously, it would be better if nobody gets hurt, but it's hard to say whether the one thing or the other thing is the better choice. Is one act of enormous violence better or worse than a few acts of close to no significance?
well, Usmar's kind of shocked by this, like, I guess, bandit positivity.
I
Sure,
mean,
surely.
this is like the normal way of thinking, I guess. You, the player, is shocked, I guess. I don't think the player character would be too shocked.
Okay. Okay.
There's a reason why the guilds don't act. The military guild could just like create a bunch of hit squads and have them taken out. They don't.
Well, I kind of look around, knowing that even though we're at the privacy in our own home, I still kind of check. I'm not sure if word has reached you yet, but the Royal Council, Wiglup, the person who was set to be the leader of our group, was chosen for this position because I kind of look around again. Evidently, he was chosen by the gods.
You look into a bunch of quite questioning eyes. Two of them, to be precise. As like Reynard looks at you, kind of, what?
There's kind of been like there's been instances of clerical powers seen now, and the Royal Council suspects that this event is somehow linked to the increased activity by the insectoids. And I'm not exactly sure how much the Royal Council really knows, but and I mean I can speak for this myself. I've worked at the temple or volunteered at the temple for a long time. I've never seen I've never seen wounds healed the same way that Wiglaf did, and it just scares me that the bandits consider themselves to be the chosen of Kaskatar. Maybe this time it's more than just like a facade.
Reynard kind of sits there, not saying anything.
I drank my tea a little bit. They're probably continuing the silence as well.
So, did I understand you correctly? You're telling me that Wiglaf, the dwarf that you were traveling with, has divine powers? Things that are only talked about in old fairy tales?
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it myself either. I thought he was kind of quite the detestable person to be chosen by the gods, if that's like something that happened. It didn't really seem to make sense, but um, I mean, I have no words for the healing magic he cast.
Reynard stands up and walks over to a bookshelf, and he like runs his hand over the backs of a few books and then picks up one and brings it back to the table. You have like the faint recognition that the book is like one of old tales.
Mm.
And he like puts the book on the table and then continues thinking to himself, opens up the book and like flips through the pages.
I try to look at the book, see if there's. Well, I probably can't read it upside down too easily.
You kind of know what the book is about. It's like old tales.
Okay.
Probably you have heard some of them. He might have read them to you, or you might have like read the book when you were younger.
Do I remember if the book has any like specific mention of Chosen of Kaskatar?
No, but you would remember that the book has some tales about the envoys of the gods, or whatever they are called in this book. Like,
okay.
Chosen of the gods who go around and work their miracles.
Yeah.
What is like the old descriptions of divine powers, like clerics going around, priests going around, healing people, blessing the fruits of the field, stuff like this.
Yeah.
And he like flips through it and then stops at a specific story and turns the book towards you and pushes it over the table.
I'll read it.
Yeah, you read the story, and the story kind of goes along the it tells the story of a young woman who has like a hard time in her life a bunch of horrible things happen to her, and she almost like just like faint descriptions of her thinking about suicide, and then at one point she is in a very dire situation, and like she prays to the gods, like, do something, help me with my suffering, give my life any meaning, like, and becomes a priest after this, and continues to live a life in the service of a deity who gives her powers to go across the land and do things. There's like some descriptions of what she gets up to, but basically the important part of the story is that she becomes the divine seems to pick her less than she picks the divine.
I after finishing the section, I said I've met a person almost like this. Somehow she knew of Wiglaf, even though we've never met.
Reynard like puts one hand on his head, like as acting like if he has headache or something, and then says, "The Royal Council knows of this."
Yeah.
And they have chosen to keep this secret.
Yep. I'm not sure exactly. I remember them giving some reasoning that sound fair. It would be like a distraction both to the clerics and the public, where the public would be obsessed with the clerics, and then the clerics couldn't they couldn't express their god's will because they'd be bothered by a bunch of laymen. I think that's the reason they gave me or gave us.
I guess it makes sense. Thank you for letting me in on the secret.
Of course.
Though, admittedly, a part of me would wish to not know. As now, me too has to be a keeper of secrets. Oh.
I kind of like fidget with like a spoon or something that I have on the table. Just kind of staring.
About the chosen of Kaskatar, they are a bunch of fanatics. You know the story of them attacking, becoming powerful and thinking they could rival the strength of the kingdom a few decades ago. Turned out they were wrong, obviously, but religious fanaticism paired with even more religious fanaticism, if they would be, imagine they have access to divine powers. All of a sudden their claims become reality.
I kind of give him like a serious look of like, this is literally what I've been saying.
Yeah, he just got around to think about it now.
Um, yeah, I I think that's kind of why I prefer to delay my venture onto the east. But then again, if the events are related, maybe it's super important that we do go as fast as possible. I'm not sure.
I mean, there hasn't been any large attacks since the last one. A few months ago. Nothing that I heard else than this.
Yeah, but that's because we killed Cloak.
No, I'm talking about the insects.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
So it goes for the maybe you should. You're planning to talk with someone at the Royal Council, anyways.
Yeah, we'll probably go visit them at least.
I think you should discuss the bandit question with them as well.
Yep.
You know
Yeah,
that
that's smart.
the council doesn't seem to be too bothered with them.
That's true.
I wonder, maybe they even have a blind spot when it comes to small nuisance like this.
I nod my head. I'll be sure to bring it up. You're wise as always.
I am probably not going to sleep today, but I will head to my chambers. No, I have to consider this.
I nod and let him leave.
He like gets his stuff, finishes his cup of tea. As he goes by, you like puts one hand on your shoulder and nods at you slightly and heads to bed.
I stay at the dinner table, like spinning a spoon or moving like a spoon from one finger to the next. Just kind of fidgeting around for probably like an unexpectedly long time, like maybe like 40 minutes even.
Okay.
Kind of lost in thought, thinking about maybe I should just get my mouth shut. Maybe not.
Maybe. Who knows? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
And then you go back to sleep, I guess.
Yep.
Alright. Then we continue onwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. You learn infravision. No interesting things to be reported. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You finished. Wait. 1, 2, 3. You finished knock. Still nothing interesting to be reported. 1, 2, 3. Finish suggestion. Still nothing interesting to be reported. You stop me if you want to do something.
I don't think I really have anything anymore.
Yep. 1, 2, 3 more days, and then you have finished detect invisibility. Oh no, I have to check something. How quickly would this travel?
Oh, true. I don't know if I could have done this before the conversation or after. Maybe I guess after it's fine. I asked Reynard for any help on appraising the gemstones that I have. If he knows someone or
he only knows like the jeweler in town that you could ask, but he would probably ask for a fee. He doesn't have any contacts with somebody who can do that.
Okay.
But he looks at them and he thinks they are quite, like the large greenstone that you have seems to be quite valuable.
Wasn't the blue one the
Is it
fancy
blue?
one?
I
think the blue one was the better one.
You have like one that's like really. Oh yeah, like the green one is shitty, and then you have the large blue one, right?
Yeah, I just have written down blue fancy gemstone.
Yeah. You have.
And then the ones in the
You
donkey
have
shit.
the one from the donkey sheet. You have a dark green with black mottling and golden flecks.
Yep.
That seems to be expensive. The other two from the donkey sheet don't seem to be expensive, and the two from the bandit, one seems to be expensive and the other one doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I write that down? Is that in here? It's not on this one. I have it written down somewhere what they are, but I don't know yet right now. Is it here? Oh yeah. Yeah, the blue one like really fancy and the other one kind of meh. Yeah. So here about tells you the same as you thought.
Yep.
Okay. Detect invisibility has been learned. On this day, there's nothing interesting happening, and 1, 2, 3, 4, you would finish the spell magic, and this would be the time where you get. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Where very interesting information comes in. Like it would have come in like 2 days ago if you talked with the bounty officer, like sometime around here. Maybe you even get like a messenger showing up at your door, like on probably on Saturday. A messenger from the military guild knocks at the door and like wants to deliver a message to you.
I hear out the message.
You hear out the message.
Or
There
is it
has
written?
been. No, it's not written. Like he just shows up and like he got sent by the bounty officer. Because you have been going to them, talking with them about the shit going on. Who's the guy you've been talking with? Bounty master in Chirega, Luke. Right.
Luke? I just killed Luke.
Yeah, you killed a lurking Luke. That's Luke, just Luke, not lurking.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been
Stand
talking.
up, Luke.
Yeah, stand up, Luke. Yeah. So he gets this message to you as soon as he gets it, because he knows that you've been like. You probably told him that like Benny and Luke are on your. You were kind of in charge of taking them out, so.
Yeah.
You've been tracking what the other two are doing, so he gets this information to you as soon as he gets it. On the night between Saturday and Sunday, 1 week ago, I don't know, you would get this information on Friday, I think. Whatever. Somewhere around there you get the information. That Red Rachel and Alex, the coward, have attacked Laxana, and they did not attack like the outskirts or like the small part outside. They attacked the city and tried to get into the city center. There was a large fight. A whole spear of guards have been killed. One bandit has been killed as well. A bunch of destruction.
One bandit leader?
No, one bandit.
Okay.
A bunch of destruction, a lot of fighting. They were able to drive them out of town. But the attacks seem kind of unlike the attacks before. There was like a clear path that they were trying to get to. They didn't like really. They can't like puzzle together what they were looking for, but they were trying to get deep into town, not like just raid the outside of town, like raid the outskirts, get some money, get some grabs, and go away.
As I get the news, I look at my ring and think. And then say thank you for the information.
He gives you a salute and looks at a few, like, kind of expecting you to send a message back or something. Or
Um,
just thanking him and sent him away?
Currently without my normal traveling companions, but this has definitely been noted, and once I gather my group together, it's possible it's probable we'll look into this.
All right. So you will finish detect invisibility. Once you finish detect invisibility, you hear that apparently they crossed river again.
Mhm.
Seems like they had a place where they stashed the boats that they stole the last time, and they went back over to the other side. And you have like 6 more days now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the now we are like past middle of September, right? So when you finish the spell magic, that's like the point where you uh, made plans with Ruven to meet up,
Mhm.
and there's no information from him.
Was there? I watched the session with him. Was there like a message sent at some point?
I tell you what I tell you, okay?
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. Any worries? Are you like going off your plan?
The day that we were supposed to meet, I probably visit the honeypot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it's only like at the evening when I realized that he's not here today.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you didn't like make exact plans. This is like
Yeah.
the last day of the second week of September, so this day
Yeah.
or tomorrow he should be here unless something came up
Yeah.
or something happened to him.
So I'll at least wait for tomorrow evening.
All right. You continue learning with Minor Gateway. 1, 2, 3 days. Random information about bandits heading like down the north side of the river. And on, do you want to do anything else in the first 3 days of the week?
Fuck, there was something that I wanted to do, but now I forgot it.
Still no word from Ruven. Like you check, he's not in the honeypot.
There's something that I wanted to do. Oh, yeah, we can worry about this later. I want to buy spell components, but we'll just tally that up at the end.
Okay. On the 4th day of learning Minor Gateway, a letter will arrive. A letter from Ruven telling you basically, sorry, I'm going to take a few more weeks.
Is it
I
written
will.
in common?
It is written in common, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. He must have gotten someone else to write it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But didn't think Ruben would be able to utilize institutions like that.
crazy, right? Like he must
Yeah.
have learned something up
Yeah.
there, wherever he is. Um, and then at the end of the week, you will finish.
Oh, does it literally just say it's gonna take me a couple of weeks longer, or does it give any information on why, what he's up to?
No, it's just like, sorry, I won't be able to make it. I will take a bit more time. I will come meet you in Torrega.
Average Ruben message.
Yes,
Okay.
I think that's like what he wrote down. I don't have it
Yep.
beforehand, but I think that's like what we agreed on.
Yep.
Like average Rufen message. It makes sense that he would write something like this, right?
Yep.
At the end of the week, you will manage to fail Minor Gateway, and this is the end of Saturday of week 3 of September.
And now I have 2 more weeks. How many more days until Ruben is expected to be here?
You have no idea. He told you he gonna like take some more weeks.
Wait, the message says doesn't. I thought it said 2 more weeks. It says some more weeks.
I mean, it's Rufen. Even if he tells you
Okay.
2 more
Yeah.
weeks, does Rufen
But,
understand the
but since I
concept of weeks?
since I got the message, how many days has gone since then?
2 days.
Okay.
This is the 3rd day. Like Sunday.
Okay.
The first day after spell learning is Sunday. And this
Okay.
is like...
Can we take another small pee break? I'll think of what spells I'll try to learn after.
Alright,
During
take a
the
break.
day. Okay.
Sounds fun. Be right back. Be right back. Dun dun dun! Dun 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 dun! Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Dun 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 dun! Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Dun 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 dun! Oh, getting sued if I continue singing this song. Dun 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 dun!
Don't lie.
What?
What are you lying about?
I didn't lie about anything.
Okay.
Right. One thing. Are you ready?
I am kind of ready. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's one
Go,
thing that I
man.
forgot to mention about the letter from Rufen.
A Rufan? Okay.
Yeah. So when the messenger arrived with the letter, you would notice that this is not a post office messenger. This is a direct messenger. So
What does that mean?
that means that either this has been a really short notice to send a message, or somebody ripped off Rufen, and he paid quite a bunch of cash to get this message delivered. Because this guy has traveled from wherever he came from to your doorstep directly. You could potentially ask the messenger questions if you wanted to. That's the point where I'm getting at.
I'll ask where the message was delivered from.
From Green Peak.
Where is that?
That is at the edge of Camp Widowitz County to the north west.
The hell is Ruben doing over there? I asked the messenger, do you know what Ruben's doing over there?
He has no idea. He would know
Green
that Rufen
Peak?
has been in town for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Tell me, I've never visited Green Peak.
No,
The woods there aren't elven, right?
no. The one thing that he would know is that allegedly Rufen got into a fight with a troll.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, but
And that he is like working with the hunter of the town or something like this.
But he was alive to send the message.
What?
But he was alive to send the message.
Yeah. He when the message has been sent, he had been in the fight with the troll 3 weeks ago. Almost died, but it's fine now.
Okay.
Just random rumors that are told around town. Maybe it's not true, but he
has
been
this is also
spending bed rest in the temple for a week.
There's also the Goblin Slayer that we're talking about.
He's also
here.
the Goblin Slayer, true. Maybe he is trying to up his name to the Troll Slayer. Who knows?
Okay. Well, really annoyed that I failed clairvoyance now.
Yep. Unlucky.
I rub my eyes and thank the courier.
He flashes his head, having the head linger in front of you for a moment.
I flip him a gold piece.
He bows down and puts the head back on his head and leaves. Alright, then we finish to you finishing spell learning, and now we are on the last day of the 3rd week of September, and you can decide what you want to do. Do you want to continue trying to learn spells, or do you take this time that Rufen needs more than planned and head to Barrios and try to talk with the people you wanted to talk to in Barrios?
No, I think in character, I think Usmar and Ruben are looking for like a strong fighter, and I think Ruben would be like a better judge of character for that. So I want to go with Ruben.
I mean, there's a bunch more stuff that you want to do in Barrios, right?
There is, but I'm gonna go look for a extra companion from there as well. So why do an extra trip?
Okay.
Plus, I'm gonna need to learn spells.
Alright.
Anyway.
What do you want to learn? I mean, do you take the day off, or are you trying to get the next spell instantly?
No, I'm trying to get the next spell. I think because in most of the adventures that we've been on, it's literally been everyone else taking damage. So Osmar kind of has survivor's guilt, and for I understand that it's not my job to be in the front line, but as my life is probably the least amount in danger, I want to make sure that I'm putting in 110% effort so that other people don't die because of me.
Okay.
So stuff for moments like this, I think I prioritize learning spells a lot.
Alright. So what spell are we looking for?
Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Leomund's Tiny Hut. Roll me a D100.
For Reynard having it.
Yes. As I try to find Reynard.
That should be its transmuter.
Leomund's Tiny Hut. It's a transmutation spell, and you roll what?
67.
67. That sounds fine. Yeah, you can learn pick it up from his space.
Is 3D 2 days?
He has the spell, and then you, roll me 3d2, so we know how long you take, and then you
Nice.
take 3 days.
And then 1D 100 to learn it.
Yes.
And it's still 95.
Yeah. What else would it be?
Then 1D6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Takes how many pages? 7 pages. On to book number 3. Where are my book pages?
Oh, it's just 3 days, not 6 days.
I assume I have time to try more spells.
Ruven has not yet arrived. Nothing interesting else has come up, so you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna try to learn haste if Reynard has it.
Haste. Is haste a player's handbook spell?
I think so. I think it's PHB transmutation.
Wizard spells by school.
I'm fairly certain.
Haste. Alteration.
I'm
That's
gonna do
the
1D
correct
100.
one, right? Yeah.
Yep, 28. Well, he probably has
Right,
it.
he has it.
And then 3D2 again. Wow, this is unfair. My
It averages out, okay.
Yeah, it averages out, but it was supposed to be super good.
Okay.
And then 1D 100. I get it. And then 1D6 plus 2 pages. Jesus Christ.
Alright, while you're trying to learn haste, on Friday of this week, once again, a messenger from the bounty office who knocks at your door. Oh no, this time it's not a messenger, this time it's Luke himself who knocks at your door.
Jesus Christ. I almost had a heart attack when he said Luke himself.
He came back from the dead, trying to stab you with his magical dagger that you picked up since your last encounter. It's Luke, the bounty officer himself, who knocks at your door and brings the information that once again Alex and Red Rachel have attacked Laxana, and this time it has become it has become apparent what they were planning for, as they have managed to abduct the cattle master.
Abduct the cattle master.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to ask anything about this?
With their trips to the north, are they like seriously trying to like build their own civilization? Is that what's happening here?
I mean, Laxana is back on the south side.
Yeah, but if they abduct a cattle master, that means like a cattle master is like a person who like owns
trains dogs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you were curious about if there's any significance, then you can ask.
Well, I assume if they're trying to I'm saying this out loud to the guy. I assume if they're doing this, they must want war dogs.
Laxana is known for their war dogs. They have the best and the largest, and also one of the, like, this is the main place you would go to get trained dogs of any kind.
So I've been told. Okay, well, thanks for the information. Again, I must wait for my companions before deciding on anything.
Yeah, he just wanted to let you know as soon as possible.
Yep, I appreciate that.
It's now the first week of October that we're getting into. As you finish learning haste, it's the first day of October.
Okay. Quick question now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how quick this question is. Wind wall.
Mm-hmm. Windwall is a...
It says gases most breath weapons and
third
creatures
level
in gaseous
spell.
form. Yep. I'm just super curious what most breath weapons means here on the bottom of the spell description.
I guess any gas type breath weapons.
Okay.
Like a blue dragon's lightning bolt will definitely pass. Flame will pass. A chlorine gas would not pass.
Okay.
A like brass dragons have like this heat wave breath weapon, right? Might be like penalized on a saving throw or something.
Now the problem is that I don't really know too many. I don't really know creatures well enough to know how many breath weapons there are. But I know that breath weapon saves are generally pretty bad for all classes, except fighters at high levels. But it would still be super hard to pull off. There's still one level 1 spell that I can learn. Level 2, there's Display Self, which potentially might have spell. There's Locate Object. I think I want to try Locate Object again. Renard has it. We've already rolled for it earlier. So I'm going to go for that now. 2d2 for days. And then it needs to be under 70. No, again.
But this fits perfectly as you managed to fail the spell the same day as Ruven arrives in Jariga.
Nice. I mean, this is this, and then we'll continue on tomorrow.
I guess so, yeah. As you didn't want to do the other plan, so... What?
Sorry?
As you didn't want to do the other plan and go to barriers, so...
You're blaming me.
I'm blaming you, yeah.
Well, it doesn't make sense in character.
Well, it would have made sense if you were
More sensible.
more sensible and like trying to get something done, but you decided to not want to do so. So here we are. You
Instead, I just failed this. Well, I learned 2 other spells.
Yeah, you learned Fleeman's Tiny Hut and Haste.
Oh, spell component buying now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna buy. How many glass rods is enough?
Also, you have to pay for horses for 1 month.
Oh yeah.
2 months, I think, because we never paid for July. Either.
So how much gold?
You have
36
2 horses with you, so 36. Yeah.
398. There we go. Okay. How many glass rods do I need? Is 10 enough?
How many you want is the question.
I'm just thinking, because like if we go off, might as well buy in bulk, right?
Well, you have to carry them somewhere, right?
Yeah. How much do they weigh? I don't like to think about spell component weights because it gets really hard. My Excel isn't optimized for spell component weights.
Rod, glass, 300 copper points, weighs nothing.
Okay,
Great.
good.
Quite,
We don't need to worry about.
Why do you do this to us?
We don't need to worry about weights.
Now I want to look at the player's handbook. Browse. Oh no, index. Glass rod. Okay, spell components. Hmm. Okay. They have no weight attached to them.
Nice. Does that mean they're weightless? They're probably pretty small rods.
What does it say on the spell?
They're 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 a rounding error of weight. Oh, oops! I just closed the tab. I don't know what it
It's
was.
a bit of fur and an amber crystal or glass rod.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just weighs 0.1 pounds. So if you buy 10, it weighs 1 pound.
What? Okay, now I need to add a new thing. This is gonna get really complicated.
Of course. This is a accounting and drawing stream, so
Okay, I'm gonna do spell components. I'm just gonna write them all here, even though they're scattered amongst. Oh, why you do this? Why you do this? Okay, okay. No, I love accounting.
I hope so.
Okay, I'm gonna 1 pound for 10. Wait, isn't 0.1 kind of a lot, considering it's weightless?
No.
Don't you think it's 0.01 should
No.
be more reasonable?
No.
Glass is a
Yeah.
very light
Do
material.
you know how much a glass weighs?
Yes,
A lot.
I know that a glass rod weighs 0.01 pounds.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, fine. It's fine. Ruben has 19 strength, so I can carry all of the other stuff. I just need to carry components.
Reuven has at least 18 strength, okay? This is how much we know.
Well,
Okay, Reuven has like, what, 14 strength, but he has a belt that gives him at least 18 strength.
You leaked the thing on your stream once, and it said 19 strength.
What did I leak?
That the belt was 19 strength.
I did definitely not leak that information.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
I
didn't.
saw
Where?
on your stream.
When?
Don't worry about it. Let's just write this down.
A long time ago, there was a certain paladin on a different island who had a belt of strength who had more than 18 strength.
Okay, well, I'm buying. How many glass rods am I buying?
10.
What? But I want more than 10.
Then buy 20. And they weigh
That's
2
what-
pounds.
That's what I was thinking. Do I need that much? No, I don't need that much.
I mean, how many?
I'll buy 10, just for simplicity.
Okay. But they also cost 60 gold. 30 gold pieces, right?
3 gold pieces for one, I think.
Yeah, 10 is 30.
Yep.
Unless you want to buy like the fancy crystal rods.
Shut the fuck up.
They have 30 each.
No.
They make better lightning bolts.
No.
Yeah,
What
okay.
else? What else do I need? I need Lehman's Tiny Hut crystal beds. I didn't find it on the. It's not on the spell components thing.
Crystal what?
Crystal beds.
BEAD?
Yeah, like
Beads.
sleeping bed. No, not beads. Beds.
BEAD.
No, BED.
Crystal bed? No, you're joking. They have like tiny beads as spell component.
Lehman's Tiny. Fuck, I can't type. Tiny Hut.
Lehman's
Spell
tiny.
materials. A small. Oh, it says bead. Oh, it
Yeah.
is bead. What the fuck? How did I read that as? Because I read it as bed, And then I looked in the spell components, and I'm like, I can't find bed here. There's bead, but there's no bed. Oh my. Okay, whatever, dude. Well, these are more cheap as fuck, right?
Oh no.
Bead, crystal. Yeah, it's 5 copper.
Bead.
Yeah.
Crystal. Let's say it's 5 gold.
What the fuck?
Oh, it says 5 copper, it's fine. If whoever wants to fuck us over with cheap prices once in his life, then alright.
No, what do you mean? A crystal bead is not supposed to be expensive. You know, the crystal is such a large category of things.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
So I'm
it's
just
sugar
gonna.
crystal, you mean? Maybe.
How much do these weigh? It's a small bead.
You can buy a bag of 100 for the weight of 0.5 pounds. Like probably the bag costs weighs more than the thing in the bag.
Okay, crystal bead 100. How much does that cost? 5 gold?
5 gold.
Okay. I didn't learn tongues, so we don't need that. I failed clairvoyance. Sorry?
You didn't even try it.
Yeah, I didn't try it, true.
Infravision?
Does infravision need anything? I don't
I
think
don't
it
know.
needs split components. Infravision. I don't think it needs anything.
Infravision.
Dried carrot or not? Yeah, it's fine. Pinch of dried carrot.
Dried carrot or an agate? Dried carrot. Okay, you can have dried carrot in your bag. Knock.
I don't think knock needs anything. It doesn't even have material components. It's verbal only.
You just shout knock and then.
You can whisper.
Suggestion.
It does. It no. I've already looked. I've already looked everything. Don't worry about it. I've looked through everything. Suggestion needs a honeycomb and snake's tongue, which is free, I think.
Drop of sweet oil, whatever sweet oil is. I have no idea.
You don't need. It was ore, right? So snake's tongue is
Yeah.
probably easier.
Snake's
Oh,
tongue and
speaking
ether.
speaking of which, never mind. Maybe I'll mention this some other time. Yep, that's. I don't need any more components.
Detect invisibility.
I don't think it needs anything.
Pinch of talk and a small sprinkling of powdered silver.
Yeah, I assume powdered silver is fine.
You can try to powder silver yourself, which you don't have the equipment to do, or get someone to powder silver for you, which will.
Can't I just go to like a jeweler and pick up like their garbage?
Do you think they are idiots? They sell their garbage to magic shop owners who sell their garbage to wizards.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I go to the jeweler and ask him how much for fucking silver garbage.
He will shave down a silver coin for the price of 1 gold coin for you.
Okay, whatever.
And this is enough for like 50 castings or so.
Sure. Fine. You know, spell components are an optional rule. We don't
One that
need
I
them.
enjoy because I can torture people with it.
Okay, well, I think that's all.
Rubber somatic. Spell magic. Haste.
I don't think it needs anything.
Haste. Wizard spell. 3rd level wizard spell.
Shading of licorice root.
Licorice root, yeah. You can buy licorice rods.
One licorice fruit is 20 copper. And then I need to get shavings of it.
Yeah.
So I'll remove 2 silver. And say I have licorice shavings for what? 20 castings?
Sounds fine.
50 castings?
20 sounds fine.
Okay.
At some point you can't shave it anymore. That's the problem. Then you have to use the rest.
I'm a professional cook.
Yeah. So you'll probably overdo the shavings anyways.
Overdue. There's no way. Never mind. Everything's fine.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I wanted to sprinkle in a couple of shard experiments in between, but I forgot about them. Can we say that I did them? I think I did this before, but I want to do it again because I don't remember. I place the shard like on my desk and then reduce it and then go pick it up and see if like I get reduced.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Okay. Now.
You get reduced, but the shard stays the same size.
Oh, really? Even when I cast reduce on from afar?
Yeah. Oh no, you
Okay.
can't cast it like.
No, like I put the shard on my desk, and then I take like a couple steps back, and then I cast reduce on it. The range is 5 yards per level.
Then it wouldn't absorb it because you didn't touch it.
Okay, so it doesn't absorb it. It just gets reduced.
Yeah, then the rock would get smaller.
Okay, and then when I go touch it, then I don't get reduced?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also the duration doesn't get longer, so it returns to normal size after 25 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
Any other experiments you want to try and maybe blow up the wisdom shop?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if I would have taken it from afar, then I could have placed it away and done it with, like, safety distance. I think it would just be overwritten, but I'm kind of scared to try. You know? Oh, I guess I'll try the Tensor's floating disk one day. See how that works.
So you hold it in your hand and then you cast Tensor's flowing disk. Tensor's flowing disk grows out of the top of the stone and pushes you away as the Tensor's floating disk floats in the air with the rock attached to the bottom of it.
Okay, I try to like go underneath and touch it. Touch the rock. Can I move it?
Yes.
Okay, then if I let it go and move, does it follow me?
No.
Okay. And so how high is it right now? How high is it floating?
It floats wherever you had the stone when you casted it.
Okay. And is the Tensor's disc like on top of the rock?
Yes.
So I could like put stuff into the disc and then hold the rock and walk?
Yeah, but you would have to hold the rock over your head because the disc is too large to hold it anywhere else.
Yeah, but I could cast it so that I'm holding the rock on top of my head so that it would be there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, and then some other day I'm gonna try casting glitter dust onto the rock.
Hmm?
Does it work the same way as magic missile? Like if I hold it, am I blind?
You cast glitter dust while holding the rock, and nothing happens.
Okay, I slammed the rock onto the desk near me.
Roll a save throw as a spell. As an
Uh,
explosion of glitter appears in the air.
yeah. Oh, that's 29. I don't know. I think that's a fail.
That's the save. Fifth level wizard. Doesn't go up on fifth level, right?
Yep, no. It goes up on 6th.
It's 12, so that's the easy pass.
Oh, really? It's 12?
Yeah.
Oh.
What happens when you pass this save?
Oh, no, I probably feel that I passed it, but nothing else. The spell doesn't have any effect on people who
So
pass
it's a
saves.
special saving throw, special
Wait, really?
saving throw was a spell or be blinded, so
Oh, but I'm still glittered.
everything is glittered, yeah, for
Yeah.
7 rounds,
So,
right?
so if I go invis, I would still be spotted.
Yeah, you would be spotted, yeah.
Mm,
Your room is filled with glitter dust. Overfilled, because it is a 20 feet cube. Is your room
yeah.
20-foot cubic?
Yeah, it's probably smaller.
Yeah.
But it'll probably... I don't know how it works. Will it disappear?
Yeah, sure. It disappears
'Cause if...
after.
Yeah. So it's fine. Is there anything else? Okay. No, this is gonna ruin a day of spell learning. Never mind, I'll try this some other day.
Okay.
Actually, no, one day. No, never mind. That would be even worse. Never mind. Um.
I
Oh,
mean,
we're still level 5? Sorry?
I just want you to like cast lightning bolt into the rock and do nothing with it. That would be fun.
Oh, now that you said that. Easy. I cast I cast a can I okay, I try one day to cast like a level 1 magic missile into it, and then I go throw it at like a bird to make sure that it works. Like a level 1 thing can be cast into it.
How you throw
That's
it at a bird
yeah, I do like the same way that we tested magic missile earlier.
with the chicken in the cage.
Yeah, I do like the same thing, except that this time I attempt to only cast a level 1 magic missile into the rock instead of my natural level.
Can you reduce the level that you cast magic missile at?
I thought you could do that for all spells.
Is this 5th edition? Did I miss something?
I mean, at least we did it with our enlarge reduce earlier like that. Like I imagine
Doesn't
if
enlarge state up to any in its text?
like I imagine if you're able to conjure 3 magic missiles, you'd probably be able to conjure 1, right? Or are you in the prison of your power once you're able to cast at higher levels?
I mean, it's still a 1st level spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think in 5th edition you could like cast it as 2nd level using a 2nd level spell slot, right? So this is why
Yeah.
it becomes stronger. But in 2nd edition it just becomes stronger. So
I feel like if I feel like I should be able to like
so
just
the question
not
is
put so much in.
downcasting allowed or not?
Yeah.
What would this would affect all damaging spells that have things attached to them. So technically a level 12 wizard could cast a level 5 lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's okay because technically you're just wasting resources.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so I attempt to cast a level 1 magic missile into the rock and throw it at a bird.
Yeah, that works as you plan it.
Okay, and then one other.
Roll me a roll to hit. I know you have the cage set up. That's fine. That works.
Okay, and then the next day, I'll cast again a level 1 magic missile into it. And then I'll just see what happens when it expires. I'll keep it on me. I want to see if I get magic missiled or if it just fades out.
Give me a moment as I go to the document where the rules are written. Which is somewhere completely different because I'm just sometimes really stupid and have not moved it to the right place.
The right place?
Yeah. It's still in here. Dum 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 dum. You keep it on your person.
Yep.
And you go to sleep. When do you cast it?
I'll cast it in the morning.
Alright. Then you go to sleep and then you wake up in the morning and do approximately the same thing as you did before. Roll me a d20.
Oops, that's a 1d2 plus. That's 1d20.
Say 14. So you go down to breakfast. You have the rock in your.
Well, I don't want to go next to Reynard while I'm expecting the thing to blow. I mean, I know it has like 24 hours ish.
Do you sit in your room and don't go to breakfast until something happens?
Yeah, because I cast it in the morning, so that I know that it's not too bad.
All right. So after the duration expires, the spell explodes, and you take 1d4 plus 1 damage.
Nice.
As you're just sitting there on your table, expecting something to happen, as a force magic punches you into the stomach. You start to bleed.
Oh fuck! I healing check myself.
Yeah, healing check yourself. Waste the charge of your thingy. You fail.
Fuck. Okay. And I just patch my wounds.
You go down to breakfast. A weirdly looking speck of blood on your robe.
I don't mention it.
You play it off. It's totally normal. I bleed all the time from my stomach. It's fine.
No, but it's normal wizard stuff.
Normal wizard stuff, yeah. I mean, you didn't scream. You kind of expected to get hit in the face, so you got hit in the face. No surprise there. Oh, wait. There might be something else you have to roll.
What? Save versus death.
I don't know. Oh, where do we have this? Wait. Give me a moment.
No problem.
No, that's fine.
Nice. Okay. I probably don't have anything else. Oh, wait, does fly need a bird feather or does it need exotic bird feathers? Wait. I think it's just normal bird feathers, but I want to double check.
Fly, third level wizard spell.
A wing
Wing feather.
feather of any bird. Okay, so I'm gonna go play catch bird game one day. Also, I'll spray 3 magic missiles all onto different birds.
You only get like one bird visible at a time, unless you
Okay.
want to waste like a whole day and
Okay, no, I'll
fuck up
just
your
go for the
spell
one
living.
bird.
Yeah.
I'll just fucking obliterate it.
With all 3 hits,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like a random morning throwing during the week.
Yep, I just
The wizard goes
destroy a
outside of
bird.
his shop, stands in the middle of the street,
Not in the
looks
middle.
looks at the ceilings at the
I try to walk a little bit away so I'm not in the middle of the city.
I mean, your wizard shop is in the middle of the city. You would have to walk quite a while to get
What do you mean quite a while?
30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll do like an evening walk.
Okay.
That's fine. I probably exercise like at least 1 hour every day.
Okay.
So that once I head off the road with Ruben, I'm not like completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
No blood clots for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the late of the evening, a bird gets obliterated.
Yep.
You manage to get. That's a lot of damage. 8 wing feathers that are still usable.
Nice. I guess this being maybe a little bit too hard.
Yeah, you
I
blew the
guess,
bird up. Like, basically, most of the feathers are broken down. You can't use them anymore.
yep.
The body of the bird kind of doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, I had fun blowing a level 3 magic missile, but I'll try again the next day with only a level 1.
Alright. We can get like 30 more feathers.
Okay. I probably don't even carry all of them. Okay. Any other memes that I need to get done before venturing out? I'll cast armor on myself one day since I'm
Okay.
magic missile myself.
Do you have. How many blessed level do you have left?
I have 3 now that I casted.
Okay. Do you want to buy procured level for the spell?
I might do it in Barrios.
Okay.
Oh, and no wait, sorry, what? Should be 13 HP, right? 8 plus 5. I re-wizard locked with the scroll case and the Tariga safe.
Higher level gives what?
If there's like a wizard lock and the wizard who cast it was like 4 levels lower than you can open it as if there's no lock.
Oh, okay.
So now it's just harder to unlock for
Okay.
higher level wizards. So now you need to be level 9 to bypass it without problem. But I mean, every wizard is gonna have knock anyway, so like.
I mean, they might not have it prepared.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if someone.
I mean, if you're
A
breaking
guild
into a
wizard
house.
probably has a knock prepared when he breaks into a house.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, why would any military guild wizard have knock prepared?
Yeah.
They run around with like fireballs up their sleeves.
Oh, I go move Ruben's sword into the Tarega slash.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it here right now. And how much would it cost me to get silk robes rather than these common robes?
I don't think that you want to have silk robes.
Okay.
You can have like better looking robes.
No, I don't care. I just want the weight. I care about the weight.
Okay.
But it's fine. I'm not too heavy. I can just. Ruben can carry my stuff. Smiley face.
We have.
I don't even have that much stuff to carry.
Yeah. You need to learn like deep pockets.
I was thinking about it. But like, if we could just, I just don't want to fucking cast it every day again and again and again. It's just annoying.
Don't you have? No, what you don't have, right? Oh, I don't think so. What's on your scroll?
My scroll doesn't have fucking deep pockets. What are you talking about?
There's something else on the scroll. Yeah.
None of these help me with carrying.
Yeah, if you're like lucky and also want to use it for that, something might help you.
What?
Yeah. There's like two spells on the scroll that would potentially help you with it.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Okay. I assume I can heal myself to full?
Yeah, it's fine.
I do this before Ruben doesn't get to see me injured. It's important.
Okay.
Lehman's tin. Oh, it just cuts out. Wait, what? How does it cut out? Oh, that's weird. Okay. I think we're set.
All right.
That was great.
No more else experiments that you wanted to do.
I can't think of anything right now.
Did you want to like have someone research things for you?
Did I?
I know you talked something about like getting information about insectoids. Looking into maybe have someone try to contact the person in Barrios that knows like researches the supposedly researches the old class.
I think I was planning on doing that once we get to Barrios.
Okay. So you're going into Barrios with no information?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Fuck, I did have something more. One more thing, but I forgot it now. Oh my god. Oh. True. Now that I know ESP, I just want to go.
Want to meet your friend?
No, I just want to go have like an evening stroll and just kind of look at the surface thoughts of people, just to see what it feels like to read people's thoughts.
Reading surface thoughts is kind of boring most of the time, unless you're looking for something specific.
Okay.
There's a bunch of, oh, look, bird, thoughts, or I'm hungry, or like I have to go home to my wife. I would like to stay in the tavern longer.
Okay.
I think my husband is cheating on me.
Okay.
Let's see
I
if we
just
run
want
into something that might be very interesting to you.
I just want
No,
to
you
test it
don't.
out.
No, you just read like random thoughts of people that
Yeah.
they are thinking of at the moment.
Yeah. And
Nothing
then
specific.
I feel a little bit guilty for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably a breach of privacy, but I was just curious.
Yeah.
Um, wait, how long does fly last for? One
One
turn per
turn.
level plus 1d6 turns.
Yeah. So at least an hour, maybe close to 2.
Okay. So during one evening, after I've already done all of my stuff for the day, had dinner even, I'll actually it doesn't even matter because I don't need to be flying even if I have flying. I'll go to my room and see what it feels like to fly,
Um,
and I'll fly
feels
around.
great. All
And
your weight is kind of
and wait, I position myself so that I'm not seen from the window. I want to be flying like on the window wall, so that there's not like an angle
okay.
to see me fly.
This is the first time you fly. Give me a d20 to see if you like knock yourself over.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. You like start to fly up and then you kind of hit your head at the ceiling, and
Ah.
like as you hit your head on the ceiling, like you shrug down and like you start plummeting into the ground and like hit the floor.
Okay,
You're now
well,
lying on the ground.
I get up and try again,
You
as
get up and try again. Yeah.
as any wizard would.
As any wizard would. As you try to like get a hang of the spell and how flying works. It's kind of intuitive for you, so
Mm,
it works quite well.
nice.
You don't
And
have
then
like perfect control in all directions. Your maneuverability class is B, not A, but it's fine.
yeah, then one evening I want to see what it feels like to look through elven eyes, and I'll cast infravision and look through my window.
Yeah, you kind of see into the night. You see things that you haven't seen before. You can easily see things despite it being dark. Is this how infravision works, the spell? Does it give you
Doesn't give you like perfect vision, I don't think.
What does the spell do before I give you wrong information? Yeah, you can see normal darkness up to 60 feet of light. Yeah, well, you have like non-natural infravision, so if there is like bright light around, it would blind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's bad. I thought I didn't have to worry about that.
No, this is like the drow version of infravision. Drows are
Oh
also fucked in
no.
daylight. Yeah. I mean, you don't get like penalties or anything, but it's kind of uncomfortable, and you try to shade your eyes when you look. Like
Okay.
if you were outside during daylight, you would have to shade your eyes. And
Okay.
also, if somebody
Pulls out a torch.
pulls out a torch and like holds it in front of him, you have like a really hard time seeing what's going on behind the light.
Yeah.
With like natural infravision people who are like uh, adjusted to this going on, they kind of have a better ability to function around it. So normal elves don't have the problem, or gnomes, dwarves, but like with the non-natural infravision, you kind of get screwed over there a bit.
A bit. I feel like it screwed up pretty hard.
Oh, drows get screwed up pretty hard. They can't see fuck. They
Yeah.
are technically
Yeah,
blind during the day.
but
In
drows
daylight.
aren't even PC races.
Oh, there's a drow PC. Huh?
Well, not in this game,
Nope.
so it doesn't count.
True.
They're just mobs.
Just mobs. You have never seen one either. You don't even know what they are.
Yeah. Maybe I read about them for research on the infravision spell.
Maybe.
Okay. That is Kino. Is that the word? Kino.
Why Kino?
I don't know. There was some weird word for meaning like really good, but I can't find it. Kino. Kino doesn't mean anything.
Kino is the German word for movies. Have one like going to
Yeah,
movie theater.
same,
Movie theater.
same in Finnish.
Yeah.
But I think I think we're set. If I forget something, I'll mention it tomorrow.
If you forget it today, then you fail to do it.
Well, I feel like if we're spending like months here, I feel like I should have like if I remember tomorrow, I should be able to do it.
Maybe. You were also really busy during the month, so just keep that in mind. You
Yeah, that's true.
learn a lot of spells.
But if it's like related to a spell, if it's like, oh shit, I want to cast this one that I just
Yeah,
learned.
it's fine.
Okay.
Alright. I guess that's it.
Yep.